3, 2, 1, click. Not iceberg ahead!
What are we watching?
Ladies and gentlemen, from Orlando Corradi,
Orlando Corradi, the uncultured British man,
and the glorious original nation
Mondo
of Italy.
Oh my God, Mondo TV.
And the glorious
the Titanic.
Yes.
To give you a perspective, guys, these are the guys that made a Christmas-related movie where Pinocchio saved the Christmas.
And also Italy, the wonderful country that has given us such classic films. Original films such as OK Connery, Puma Man, and these kind of films.
T, are you telling me that Italy managed to screw up a story that itself created?
Sorta, yeah.
Huh.
I don't even know if they exported that particular movie, but I know it's made by the same company.
And yes, audience, for those who are wondering, yes, we know that there is that other animated Titanic film, which we technically already did, but we're not doing that yet.
I mean, look what a waste. The animation is not that bad. Sure, it's not top-notch, but it's even more manageable than the one of the other.
Aside from the crap CG, the animation is okay. It's just everything else.
It's like in 8 Crazy Nights, even though.
So yeah,
anyway.
okay. Let's find out what really happened on the Titanic.
Yeah, quick question. Why are there talking animals in my Titanic movie?
Because there are.
Shiroi, they are in all versions, pretty much.
Basically,
you see, Shiroi, this was. I'm taking a wild guess and say that Italy really loved American Tail by Don Bluth.
Yeah.
I mean, because have you ever seen American Tail, Shiroi?
Is that the one about the mice?
Yeah, you know Don Bluth, the guy who made Land Before Time, Secret of NIMH?
Yes, of course.
Okay, basically he made a movie called American Tail where it's about mice in a boat going to America. So I'm guessing Italy loves the shit out of that movie because they pretty much ripped it off 3 times.
To be fair, they didn't rip it off so much with Tentaclino, but then again, Tentaclino's a different story. Speaking of which, Tentaclino's actually a sequel to this movie. That's right, we gave a Titanic movie a sequel.
But we're not on Tentaclino yet, so let's see.
That reminds me.
Just board the Titanic.
That reminds me, actually, we really have to do a Don Bluth movie one of these days. The good ones, I mean.
What about Secret of NIMH?
Definitely, my favorite Don Bluth movie.
That's the only Don Bluth film I've seen.
Well, actually, The Secret of... Did you like it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, goody! Hey, guys, does this look familiar to you at all?
Yep, it does.
Yeah, that car.
Yeah, they practically stole some of the scenes from the James Cameron movie.
Oh, this guy might as well be Dick Clayton. He has a top hat and he's bipolar, as we're gonna see later on.
Hi, Rose.
Rose.
This is Dwyb's ancestor.
You know, the funny thing is that Kate Winslet is actually a natural blonde.
Yeah.
You guys not like American Tail?
Oh, I like it.
That captain has the weirdest voice.
Well, this is a dub, so yeah.
It's a dub of an Italian movie.
Well, technically an Italian-Korean collaboration. That's right. And yes, for those wondering why the animation is a bit more anime-esque here than in the other 2001 Titanic animated film, apparently this one was a collaboration between Italy and Korea.
Jova, question.
The animation.
Jova, question. Are we gonna get an action sequence where we're trying to dodge explosive icebergs?
Not explosive icebergs, but in one of the other films, apparently something explosive happens.
It's a shame because I would love that.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine
what you wish for, Pedro?
Could you imagine Michael Bay doing a Titanic movie?
Honestly, Dwybs, that parody I was talking about too. It's kind of like what that would be.
He could even do all the racism he wants because it will be fit in the time period.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Roll call.
So, yeah, can you get it? Most of them are named after cheeses.
Oh,
This is almost as bad as the Super Mario Brothers.
my
Super
head
Show
already
jokes.
hurts, Joe, but it's 5 minutes scene in my head already.
There are-
Granted, I will watch this over that travesty
you know
we
what?
watched the other day, but
You know what? I'm just gonna pretend I'm watching a much better movie. There are no cats in America.
America.
Why
and the
are you
streets
singing?
are
American Tail by Don Bluth. It's a musical, and there's a song where the mice.
A musical. Abort.
No, sure.
This
Why
is
did you
actually-
give you a?
I just pressed the mute button in that case.
The music.
Oh,
the mu-
there aren't many songs in the film. Don't worry.
well,
Yeah,
well,
thankfully.
the thing
So
is,
why did they make Secret and Nim 2 a musical?
because
Remember,
Okay.
the only sequel that Don Bluth officially worked on was Bartok Magnificent.
yeah, he didn't actually. He had absolutely zero things to do with Secret of Nim. In fact, by the time Secret of Nim came out, he was already pretty much retired at that point.
Do you mean Secret and Nim 2?
Yeah, Secret of
Yeah.
Nim 2, yeah. Like, when
Right.
did Secret of Nim 2 come out again?
1998.
Oh, no, in that case, no. In that case, he was making...
Titan AE.
Titan AE, yeah. Titan AE.
Anywho, sure, allow me to give you a bit of a tier on where this movie is on the poll. Basically, there are 3 big Italian Titanic films and allegedly a 4th, but, well, Tio can tell you about that later. But for now, well, let me put this into perspective. The Titanic film that was made after this movie, but usually people look at first because it's the tamest. Yes, guess this. The tamest movie, the one that's a least slap in the face, has a rapping dog.
Believe it or
And
not,
that one
Well,
is
in the one I
actually
watched, we had singing sharks.
singing sharks.
No,
Think
that's in
they're
Tentacolino.
Tentacolino, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that
Oh
was
yeah, we only saw part of that film, but yeah, believe it or not, there was a rapping dog in that other film, and yet that film is actually the most historically accurate. This film is way worse, believe it or not.
Yeah,
actually,
this movie, as we will see by the end of it, it's insulting to the whole.
I
Titanic
know. I
people.
mean, it's amazing because like this movie actually has better music, better animation, and yet the story is what makes it much worse than the other
pretty
one.
much.
Well, it's like how in Lightning Returns, everything is shit except for the music.
No. Allow me to interject there. No, the thing with Lightning Returns is the combat system is and combat systems are awesome. The music is awesome, but all those 3 great things are buried in the soundtrack, the customization, and the battle system.
Okay. I didn't hear you say the second one.
Okay, no, don't worry.
By the way, meets our evil stepmother of the
Gee,
movie.
just like in that other movie.
We need and guess who the villain is?
Wait, hey.
Gee, I wonder who the villain is. Out of all these people, it could
Hang on,
be
that
anyone.
guy-
Oh wait, actually,
Hang on.
Pedro,
Hang
to
on.
give it credit, the other one didn't have an evil stepmother.
Hang on. That guy didn't look like Billy Zane.
Nope, not at all.
No.
But
You can tell he's the villain because he has a mustache and a high patch.
like I was saying, Shiroy, Lightning Returns, soundtrack great, customization great, battle system great, but those 3 great things are buried under a huge pile of shit.
Oh yeah. Wait, this is funny. So her father says that they want the best for her, even though she seems.
But she
Every
said
part-
no, fuck him.
against it. I want you to remember this scene where she explicitly practically yells she would rather die than marry him.
Yeah,
Because that scene's going to come back in great relevancy.
yeah, that's what I was talking about that guy being pretty much Dick Clayton. He has a top hat and he's bipolar. Anyway,
And before you
And
ask,
now let's see Italy's take on the gypsies, I guess.
and before you ask, no, Dick Clayton's not here today. He
Italy's racist.
he caught a
I
cold.
guess. I honestly cannot excuse that. Especially recently, there have been multiple groups against gypsies, so I guess it's a thing that has endured.
Let's not get into the gypsy conversation now.
No.
We're
You're
here,
not
to riff
watching
on,
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
we're here to riff on a film about Titanic.
The thing, by the way, Dweb, since you like,
It's going to be a depressing commentary.
And Joe was dropped.
by the way, Dweb, don't worry, we have my recording. Job, is the recording fine?
Yes, it's still going.
Awesome. Anyway, Dwebs, since you like dinosaur movies,
But
and you like Secret of Nin, check out Land Before Time because it's not a musical and it's a pretty awesome movie.
Yeah.
What was
Although
that?
whatever you
Just
do,
watch the
don't
first
touch
one
any,
because the
don't
others
touch
are.
any of its sequels. Don't
yeah.
touch them.
Just pretend, just do what I should have done with Terminator 1 and 2. Just pretend there are no sequels.
Yeah,
Yep, it's
all
the
13
only
of
Rambo
them.
full-time movie ever.
Right.
Trust me, Dweb, this is an elephant you want to ignore. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hello,
Oh, hi,
reused
doggy.
animation.
Yeah.
Didn't think I wouldn't notice that, did you, movie?
Well, considering this is an Italian movie, I'm guessing they don't really have the budget of a Disney or a Pixar or a DreamWorks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a bit of a break on that.
Yeah.
You know, for a minute I thought the camera was going to zoom in on their tits or something.
Yeah.
Did the director of School Days take over for that shot?
Hey, Joe, we've seen something worse than School Days
Yes.
recently.
Okay, I know. I heard, and I guess I'd rather just not know.
Although, thankfully, we watched Kung Fury afterwards.
Awesome. Oh, and you turned creepy.
And perversion.
Okay, now we're
I want to
definitely
marry
hitting-
her glove.
Okay, now we're definitely hitting Hunchback of Notre Dame territory.
No, but in Hunchback of Notre Dame, Frollo lusting after Esmeralda was actually legitimately pulled off, you know, to explain how it was supposed to...
I know, but it was still creepy is what my point is.
Yeah, but that was it was supposed to be a commentary on how hypocritical, you know, the Catholic Church was at the time.
Was Notre Dame set in Italy?
No, France.
Oh, France.
Dreams, your lack of culture is...
Okay, so
just because you lost the 100-year war doesn't mean you have forgotten where France is.
Well, if it weren't for us, you'd have been either
Anywho, apparently this...
Ladies and gentlemen, a racist commentary for a racist movie. I guess it fits.
Oh my god, we're becoming Aaron Kruger.
Anywho, so yeah, apparently this guy is a freaking prince of all things.
The Prince of Gypsies, I guess.
And the animals just let on. Sure, why not?
Oh yeah, isn't this the part where the guy froze his hat
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
for no reason?
Oh god.
Oh, hi there.
Ah, no, dog
The dog's
pissing.
pissing on him.
It's so fun. That's Aaron Kruger style humor. Seriously.
Oh, I hate my hat. I'm gonna throw my hat at you. Nope.
What did he do to deserve that? Seriously.
And now he's stomping on his hat for no
His
reason.
job, apparently.
Wow.
That guy is so fired.
So let's see.
Bipolar in this movie.
So let's see. 13 minutes in the movie, and the one guy who has gotten something bad happen to him was just a guy who was doing his job. I'm sure we're in for a great film experience.
It's a bit like that Wonder Woman movie, isn't it? Well, pilot.
Yeah.
Wait, you already saw that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did a
did.
commentary on it.
But my condolences to all of you.
Fortunately, I skipped on that, so I guess I'm fine.
Fuck you,
The
Portugal
one
and
Wonder
Italy
Woman
managed to
worse
escape.
than Miller's. Oh yeah, hi, genetic clones.
Hey, Dwebs. Actually, where were I don't even remember the circuses and me missing
Oh,
that.
goody. Hey guys, we're in New York now. Listen to the accents. Wow.
That's the most British-sounding New York native I've ever heard.
Okay, wait a minute. Was
Maybe
this?
they're a foreign exchange student. I don't know.
Wait. Is this the New York from the universe of Dr. Lautrec? Just to give an idea, just to give an idea to you, Dr. Lautrec is basically in Dr.
Yeah,
Lautrec.
I know, it's a 3DS Konami
I know,
game,
but basically, even though it's supposed to take place in France,
Oh,
everybody.
Guys, we have evil monologue time.
This guy looks like a rejected villain from Cat's Eye.
Wait.
Let me twinkle my mustache.
Wait. I thought, whaling
hold on.
guys? Was
Go
it
for
this
it.
Titanic or is this a
Exposition.
documentary on the whales?
Exposition, rush it out.
Apparently has worldwide
ASAP.
right over all willing and
Sorry?
apparently a duke has worldwide whaling rights. Rule over all whaling in the world.
How the hell does that work?
How does that
Yeah,
work?
and who the hell cares? This is a story about the Titanic.
Well, I give a lot of shit for the camera movie for completely missing the point of what a Titanic movie should be about.
Focus.
But at least he kept focused to one thing.
And he at least actually did focus somewhat on the disaster when he finally got to that. By the way, hello CGI.
That
Jesus.
looks something like of a PC game, like Mist.
Quick! Oh, quick, Pedro, put in your PlayStation controller.
King's Quest. Actually, no. Actually, the CGI in the King's Quest 6 intro looked better than this. Like,
Yes,
my God.
Guys, can you pass me my PS1 controller? I think the game's playing by itself.
Yeah,
The game's playing itself too. The game's playing itself.
Oh, by the way,
Reap the sinners.
there's the captain, Captain White.
That totally doesn't look
Do you
like
mean?
King
Wait,
Theodore.
hang on. I thought the captain's name in the real Titanic was Edward Smith.
Whatever. It's funny, Dweebs. I always called him King Theoden because the actor was the same.
Actually, I misspoke there. Yeah, his name is still Captain Smith. But honestly, at this rate, I was surprised the film didn't go for that cliche.
Oh yeah, an interesting fact about the Titanic. The Titanic voyage was actually apparently meant to be Edward Smith's last voyage before he retired with his wife, but it did end up being his last voyage. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, from what I recall, the Titanic was built by both British and Welsh engineering.
And it was meant to be so
He did it again, Dwarves.
unsinkable.
You see, like, back to what I was saying though.
He said British and Welsh.
Okay.
Jova.
I mean, English and Welsh.
Jova.
Yeah, there we go.
And Tio says
I know.
and Tio says I'm culturally out of date.
Well, everybody. From the looks of it, everybody's as culturally ignorant as the movie is. So I guess we're in the right spot.
Honestly, Graves, that was a slip of the tongue.
British,
Right.
English. How is that a Never mind. Is that guy's hand on fire?
I don't know.
Well, if there's one thing I'm not, and that's a racist.
No,
Not there yet.
Not yet.
I know, but it fit what we
Why
were
does
saying.
that mouse look like a girl?
It's because of the earring, isn't it, Dweebs?
No, it's because of it just looks feminine.
It's because of the eye. It's because of the way the eyes were drawn. Like usually in animation, when you want to pass on the idea that the character is female, you give her bigger eyeliners.
Big eyes.
Yeah, but they for some reason they animated it like that in that particular, like this right now. See, but you'll notice that in other shots the mouse doesn't have those big, So it's really it's basically shitty animation, Dwebs. Anyway, like I was saying, basically, Teo, in order to track, even though everybody's French...
Wait, hold on. We have another infamous scene coming up.
You know, Pedro, you might as well give up. You're never going to explain it.
Okay, fine.
No, but again, what you're saying, everybody is British despite
Basically,
the game being set in French.
Lautrec is a latent rip-off the end.
Yeah, no, but I was meaning like
We'll get to that when we actually commentate on that game.
Oh, great. Well, that reminds me, I still haven't bought it. I have to get around to doing that.
Oh yeah,
I will
is this
send
the part where is this the
Here
part
it
where it
comes.
says
Okay, get ready, guys. For another of the infamous scenes. I know there's so many, but yeah, this is one that needs to be heard.
Why would the mouse want to date the human?
Don't worry, Dwebs, he is going to give you the reason.
Captain, there's an emergency. Well, the captain did say if nothing happened, make one up.
Oh yeah, Captain, we have an emergency in the boiler room.
There's no priest around,
I'm pretty sure there were several countries that didn't care two hoots about the Titanic. No offense, but was it really that popular worldwide?
Technically, yes.
Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, brain fart on my end. Yes, it was that popular.
Hang
Sorry,
on, I'm being called.
Go ahead.
By the way, for anyone who's seen the James Cameron film, hey, doesn't that outfit on Elizabeth look familiar?
Okay. I love how he just like, fuck, whatever, and he drinks the wine.
What is it with people with British accents being inherently evil?
Okay, sorry about that.
We're good at it.
So the nickname for our dog sounds like my name. So
Wait. Oh, you're talking about
Oh,
the
wait,
dog?
it's now, isn't it? Wait, I think it's...
Here it comes.
yeah.
Yes.
there you go.
Excuse me?
What?
What the-
Racist? What's
what?
that have to do with anything?
Different races.
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay, everyone, strap in your seatbelts.
Wait, did we skip some of the movie? This feels like I pressed the
fear
chapter
not.
skip button by mistake
Yeah.
or something.
It's just bad editing, Reeves. Oh my god, this is so stupid.
The fuck?
So you remember how the James Cameron films was actually a segue into, the two characters meeting? Whoa, it's a little different here.
I hope we don't go all 06 on this.
Don't worry, there's no kissing.
Wait.
Yeah, and this isn't also like a ripoff of the Celine Dion song, does it?
Yeah.
How?
Excuse me?
Luke,
They're
you want...
flying.
Is she gonna be like Daredevil? What?
Did you get that, Joy?
No, I didn't actually.
Basically, when she cried, the magical moonbeams made her tears magical and made her understand the language of dolphins.
Are we in a magical girl anime now? What?
I wish.
What the flying shit?
But they didn't cry. How can they understand?
And believe it or not, folks, Tentaclito actually finds a way to be 10 times more insane. But yeah, for now, let's focus on the fact that a woman can all of a sudden talk to flying dolphins! In the middle of the Arctic Ocean as well. I'm pretty sure it's too cold for them.
And now she wants to turn into a dolphin. Are we in the Little Mermaid 2 or something?
Did the dolphins?
No, Shirai, thankfully we're not going for that.
Did the dolphins take their flying lessons from Knuckles from
I
the
could
Sonic
only see-
OVA?
Yeah, what do you... Wait, but he still needs the whaling rights.
Who cares about the whale? Okay. I'm
Who
not
cares
saying,
about the whales?
I'm not saying whaling hunting isn't a bad thing or anything, but
Oh God! Okay,
This is
guys.
not the right movie to explore that
sorry,
subject.
I should explain. Sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry, I need
Hold on, Dwayne. Before you go there,
I need to get my words straight before I get lynched by the internet. I'm not saying whaling hunting is not a bad thing. It is, but make your own
it's
movie about that.
Don't let him just...
It's Legend of the Titanic. I think people will understand. But sure, okay.
Also, you can tell this is an Italian-made movie because people are always drinking wine, red wine.
So yeah, going back to it, yeah, apparently for some reason you British people love to be evil.
Considering Glib's attitude, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, that and how Little Karibo makes every Yu-Gi-Oh character in his parody series, everybody's a dick at that.
Oh God, it's coming. Believe it or not, folks, the movie's going to get crazier. You know that flying dolphin stuff? That was just the tip of the iceberg, no pun intended.
You totally intended that pun. But fine.
Yeah, I don't believe you, Jova.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
So yeah, the bad guy's having his butler trail after the female protagonist.
Oh yeah, fun fact, you're the guy
Another
voicing
movie.
the villain.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. He's in a dragon.
He went on to voice the rapping dog in the other Titanic animated film.
Wait. Oh, yeah. And apparently one of the people in these movies goes on to be a Dragon Ball Z character, or was in Dragon Ball.
I don't know. I don't.
I was missing the villain. Apparently went on to
I
voice,
cannot do this.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Pay attention to this now. Sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ah.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Pardon?
The
Oh my
whalers.
God, that mouth animation is
Is
just
is that Steve Jaws?
Not even Yokai Watch can
No, it's
equal
Mario
me up
Brothers
on
movie
this now,
Mario.
Pedro. This is so...
Evil Shark Gang.
Dressed
It's a
as
shark mafia,
prisoners.
that's all.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Well, actually, no, a shark mafia sounds good on paper, but
By the way, am I the only one who's noticed that the evil stepmother seems to have shared more scenes with the bad guy than her supposed husband? Pay attention to that. That's also going to come back into play.
Yeah.
any of you ever seen that one really corny movie, Shark Tale?
Yes.
Sadly
Yes.
did.
Shark Tale is that was back when DreamWorks wasn't really giving a shit about the quality of their films.
It was back when that was back when I was younger and thought Shark Boy and Lava Girl was good.
I say the only other movie I could think of with a shark mafia.
Like
God damn it! Even
Shark Tale did it better, though.
One
Hey,
question
you
that-
know what's funny? Hey, oh my god! You know what's funny you mentioned that, Troy? Because the sunken ship that the sharks hang out in that movie. I looked it up. Apparently, that actually is the Titanic that they hang out in.
Right.
Right.
okay, guys, can you tell me when you get to 27:45? The player lagged for me.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, 27:45.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, this movie apparently shares the same universe as Shark Tale.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And
Disgusting.
Tentaclino and Shark Tale came out the same year.
Oh, I actually like Shark Tale. This ruins my liking of it. Oh,
Drova,
yeah.
honestly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So now that the mice are on her side, her father will surely believe her.
You see
And
that?
it's just
You
an
see
insane
that?
asylum.
You see that? I know you
Babes,
want.
Hold on, get ready.
In 3,
2,
2,
1.
1, go.
And now there's more racism.
Yeah. Daddy, I know.
We're confused on how we're supposed to be. Spanish,
Okay.
Romanians.
I'll be Elizabeth. Someone else who's going to be her father.
Actually, I wanted to be Elizabeth for that.
No, can I be Elizabeth?
If you insist.
Daddy,
the father.
can I have a word with you?
What is
Hey.
it, dear?
Wait. Am I the father?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I wasn't aware of that. Okay.
Yes, Pedro, you are the father. Congratulations.
Dun
Daddy,
dun dun.
Daddy, I have something important to tell you.
What is it?
I know you wanted me to marry that evil man, but I had to talk with the magical mice and the magical dolphins, and they told me it's not right.
Hold on, honey. I think my alcohol must have something in it. Just,
So what? Go to the insane asylum.
But honestly,
Yes.
they did talk to me.
So, yeah, for anyone who hasn't caught, the dog's name is Smiley.
Carol
of
Smiley.
course.
Smile, dog JPEG.
Pardon me for a moment. I'm going to get some chocolate to help me through this.
Sure.
Did you just say chocolate?
Yes, chocolate. What flavor would you like?
Chocolate
Did he just ask us for
rain.
forgiveness?
Some stay dry.
Yes,
some stay.
it's your way.
Chocolate!
Chocolate. What's up in your eyes?
Excuse me.
Wait, hold on. You need to convince him that Elizabeth's in love with him? But hold on, didn't he already say that they were betrothed and that she had to do it because he wanted what's best for her? Why all of a sudden do you need to convince him?
I don't understand what the fuck this movie is going for.
Why can't I have been watching the TFI Friday revival today?
Because it's not Friday.
It is Friday. Oh, never mind.
It's Wednesday, George.
Oh,
Leaves, other than culture, you lack sense of time.
Sorry.
oh, wow.
Is that mouse blind or something?
Nah. They want to make him believe, but they already said she was betrothed.
You know, Rose is taking this whole "now I can talk to animals" thing pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe if this happened to me, I would be.
Guys, it's time to resolve the conflict. That's right, one version to the movie.
I have a quick question about the way the audio is edited, because it sounds like they're not speaking in full sentences. It's like they've recorded half a sentence at a time, and they're just sort of trying to edit it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was easy.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
movie over. On to
Yeah,
eternal
that's
doom.
right.
So
Yeah, ignoring the fact that he was adamant about her marrying the guy, but now now you don't have to marry him anymore.
This is
And
exactly what I
again,
was talking
there's a
about.
secret evil underlying plot to all of this.
This is exactly what I was talking about. That guy is Dick Whitney. He has a top hat and he's bipolar. So yeah.
And he's British.
Yeah.
You are weird, man.
So yeah.
Question. Does this dog have any relevance aside from?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Okay, now we got
Oh, hi,
the.
Cinderella.
Woof, woof, woof.
Jesus.
Ah.
Yeah.
The faces on these guys are uncanny valley-ish.
Wait, Anastasia, what are you doing here?
Anastasia, wasn't that another Don Bluth film?
Yeah,
Yes.
1997.
The one that says that the Russians were not really communists, but led by an evil wizard.
The movie was trying to be historically accurate.
It was
Oh,
okay.
there she is
It
again,
was
Cinderella.
Anastasia was okay. It was at least better than Troll in Central Park and Penguin in the Penguin movie, at least.
About Titan AE.
Titanic. I actually thought Titanic was
I
pretty
liked
decent.
it.
Yeah, me too. I actually liked
I
Titanic.
see its problems, but I actually liked it.
It was a derivative, but well told enough. Basic sci-fi story. It worked.
No one
fine.
saw it though.
Okay, so anywho, the dog can talk now.
Oh,
Ow.
great. The other thing I needed the most.
Basically,
This
okay.
talking dog makes Richard actually watching cats and dogs instead.
So basically, this dog feels that his master needs love in his life, shall we say? I wonder.
Well, gee, I wonder, because he was sniffing everyone's gloves. I don't understand you at all.
Gee, maybe because love, not something that's just one page short.
Wait,
What?
what?
Okay.
What?
Oh,
Okay,
Just
what was
what-
with that then? Why can't, if we're going to watch an Italian rip-off film,
hold on.
couldn't we have watched Puma Man?
Well, that's longer.
But it's funnier.
Swibs, remember, we have to think about the group in our schedule, not to mention our priority list.
This feels like a Cinderella ripoff now.
Yeah, I know! It's like I said, there was a Cinderella ripoff animation-wise earlier. Oh, actually, Shiroi, if you really want to see a Cinderella ripoff, you should see the 2001 animated
This is not funny.
Yay, physical assault.
with a soccer ball.
And it
Physical
died because of
assault
the
is
heat.
funny in Tom and Jerry.
Da, 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 da.
Da-da-da.
Oh, he's all
It's
washed
still
up.
not funny.
Ha 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 ha.
What if this? Well, he is the bad guy, so.
I don't.
At least it wasn't the poor guy who was just doing his job again.
Okay, we're buying it right now. God damn it, Dwebs and Shiro, you guys and your pounds and being converting pounds to euros is troublesome when I want to buy games from Amazon UK. Jesus Christ!
Why are you shopping right now?
why can't you just switch to euros like everybody else? Jesus Christ!
So now we're ripping off 100 Dalmatians
because we're difficult like that, Pedro.
Because we hate euros and we don't always follow that Danny
Pedro,
Boyle
we
film.
want to be different. That's why we use gallons.
We're trying to remain a united continent and have better relationships. You should contribute to this.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
but if that
Pedro.
referendum goes the way, if that referendum goes one way, then we're not going to be in the EU anymore. So
Honestly, Dwips,
Oh God, it's still using
I
that
really
globe.
don't think.
Yes, he is, and it looked like he was.
Well, at least Wales won't be leaving. Because we have our own government, we can.
I'm sorry.
Vote ourselves back into the EU.
Did
The rest of you, though, you're on your own.
This So apparently, this movie just said smoking should be forbidden.
They've actually been talking about that a lot on TV, like banning smoking everywhere.
I know, but this is a movie centered in the 1910 times.
I'm actually going to have to agree with I'm actually going to have to agree with TJ on that subject because yes, it's true. Smoking is bad for your health, but it's also kind of a bad thing in my opinion. Removing people's ability to choose what they want to do with their lives.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, giddy! Hey guys, ready for romance?
no.
No.
Anywho, quick note, right? If you really want to see a Titanic film with a Cinderella ripoff, you should see the 2001 animated film, which actually does have the evil stepsisters, the evil stepmother, and the Cinderella plot.
And the rapping dog.
Yeah, plus dozens of other ripoffs from Disney and Warner Bros. Movie cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
And the rapping
What I was
dog.
going to say, Pedro, was at least we're not Scotland, okay?
Hi, I found your.
They're so awkward. They want their own version of the pound.
Oh yeah, that's right. In the other animated Titanic film, it took them at least 3 lines of dialogue. Yet
Here it takes like none.
They just meet and they know it's meant to be.
Because that's how love works IRL, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, those eyes are staring in my soul.
Ah.
Jupiter Ascending did the romance better here than this.
Really?
Excuse me, Dwibs? What the hell?
I mean, at least they tried giving the characters dialogue. But here, they don't try at all. It's just like...
Oh, you mean the romance. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh God, here it comes. I'm saying that a lot in this film commentary, aren't I?
Yeah. That should be the name of this commentary.
In fact, I kind of wish we were watching
And
Jupiter
now to
Ascending over
everyone,
that.
I give you Synthesized Mouse Orchestra.
Oh God, no.
Somehow violence produced this sort of sound. Okay, Italy, what sort of instruments do you have hidden over there? Because I'd like to know.
I know
also,
she
don't
can
you-
talk. Sorry, I know she can talk to the mice, but for him, is he not at all concerned that there's an orchestra of mice?
Actually,
Sure,
it turns out he can talk to them for some reason.
I guess he
Is
was
anyone
I
else
don't know.
not concerned about the orchestra of mice then?
Is this,
If anyone, the
okay,
evil bad guy
okay.
is
Let
something
me
that can talk to sharks.
let me think this over for a bit. So, talking mice. A blue fairy that turns a wooden puppet into a real boy. A fox and a cat who somehow walk around with, and then trick that same puppet into going to Pleasure Island or Stromboli Circus. Does Italy have a fetish with talking animals?
Probably. Probably.
Wow, how riveting.
Hey,
Also-
you know what I'd like to imagine is like anyone goes, "Hey guys, does anyone else hear that music coming from under the floorboards?"
You're stomping on her feet, you know.
Ow.
So yeah, that happened.
Love is.
Oh my God, it's an outbreak! Quick, somebody get the exterminator!
I'm on it.
This is so
And thus the Titanic was then brought into justice for improper rodent control.
Da 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 da.
Dun,
Now it's time for There's No Cats in America.
Actually, no. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the King's Quest 2 won for the ending when the Titanic sinks.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure this style of music wasn't around at the time. And what am I even trying?
Wow, this music is so
unfitting.
Yeah.
With both the time period and everything else.
I honestly don't know what to say.
What can you say about a bunch of mice dancing on the Titanic along with a loving human couple and talking dogs? And I think I'm starting to see the problem here.
Okay, I'm going to be honest though, guys. I've seen this film once before when we did our first attempt at a commentary through this one.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you... Hang on a minute. Why didn't you leave me out of it for this run?
Because that one got wrecked. And because Shirley, since you're recording Tentaclino with us, this is technically the film that comes before Tentaclino, so might as well prep you the most for that bout of madness.
Oh,
but as bad this film is awful. I'm not saying it's not bad. It's crap.
But it's not torturous or anything.
But I've seen worse films.
Like as far as bad films go, this is pretty harmless. It's just stupid, and you kind of it's stupid. Yeah.
The reason people tend to harp on this film so much is how insulting it's going to get later.
True, yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that, yeah. Later on, it's going to get... Yeah, you're right. Actually,
but again, even with that, I've seen worse films.
You mean in the racist sense, or...
Yeah, no. Basically, Shiroi. Basically, Shiroi. I'm one of those who thought the Cameron movie was insulting to the people who died on the original incident. But this one makes the Cameron movie look like a freaking masterpiece of historical relevance in comparison.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this scene.
Speaking of someone who likes the Cameron...
This where Elizabeth says that one line that makes sense. Here we go.
Yeah, you've been practically flirting with him half the movie.
Yeah.
Most unorthodox.
Yeah, just have...
Gee. Why couldn't the James Cameron movie have been that easy with love? It's almost like they were trying to make the characters actually...
I guess we wanted to set up an excuse for the two having the sex scenes in a car.
Could you imagine if this was like The Room or something?
You betrayed me. I wanted to marry you, but you betrayed me.
Why don't these two just get married? They seem more fitted for each other.
Yeah, Elizabeth just said earlier. If Isabel Travers is so important to you...
Oh, yes. Great idea. That the whale guy wants to basically
chomp
get
through all the wires so that...
No, he wants to get the permit.
Sorry?
And we're not there yet.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Yeah, just commented on what's going on right now. We know you've already seen this one, but
I've forgotten what parts come where, though.
Oh.
This is going to be quite a drastic assumption, but does that asshat decide to sink the Titanic just to keep those two apart?
Oh my god, you sort of called it, Shiroi. He's not going to sink it to keep them apart. He's going to sink it as part of his whaling scheme. Yep,
well,
right there.
Yes.
I thought that was a bit too out there to be even remotely close, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, Shiroi, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Again, what does fucking whaling have to do with the Titanic?
Exactly.
It's like nothing!
It's kind of like the same argument I had. What the hell does this whole love story shit has to do with the Titanic? But that's a topic for that movie.
I mean, one thing, I'd actually love an actual Titanic film to be made that was actually about the ship.
Actually, you have, there's an old black and white movie from the 50s, and there's a TV show that was actually very good.
That has Are you talking about the one with Maggie Smith in it, or the other one?
Hold on, let me see which one.
I've seen a documentary from National Geographic called Seconds from Disaster, and one of their episodes was about the Titanic.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, the mice can talk to the guy just fine.
And even though that documentary also had a love story, there was two differences. One, that was real life, and two, they didn't take away the focus from the bigger picture. You know, the actual Titanic disaster.
Yeah.
Heck, I'll even give the James Cameron version some credit. I honestly didn't feel that the romance moved that much away from the Titanic. I mean, okay. If you're talking about the first half on the first VHS where, you know, it's not until the ship is sinking, okay, I can get that, but I guess James Cameron thought up that to fill in the runtime.
One thing that
movie.
You know what? I was actually pretty miffed, but you know what pissed me off the most about the Cameron movie? How
Hold on, let's talk about... Okay. Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, you're right.
How long did that film go on anyway?
2 hours and
3
some.
hours.
Ugh, 3 hours.
Okay. Wait, how did they flatten themselves like that against the wall?
Okay, so yeah, basically, Shiroi, the fiance held the father up at gunpoint and forced him to sign the whaling confession, which is apparently what they're sending out now. So, watch and see what the mice's wonderful idea is to prevent this from happening. You still there?
Yeah, I'm just bracing myself.
Yes! Let's cut it!
Yeah, let's cut the wire. What could possibly go wrong?
Make sure it's the blue wire, guys.
Also, that will electrocute you.
No. It doesn't electrocute them for some idiotic reason.
Although, what happens later on kind of contradicts that.
Foreshadowing. Oh, guys. Okay, now let's listen to this now.
His mouth didn't move. The sharks, when he said that.
Yep.
It's...
Why midnight?
They spent all the budget on the dolphins, I think.
You see, Dwibs, the reason they're making midnight is, I'm guessing, some way to match it up with the actual event. Even though I'm pretty sure that event happened sometime after midnight in real life.
It's always midnight in things like this, though, so...
But unless that person is on land, in which case you're fucked if you try to get up out of there.
Dead men tell no tales.
Okay, seriously, Shark, you're in the water. If a guy is out of the water, I think he can get away with it. But what am I saying? I'm trying to contradict a talking shark gangster.
And coming up is the most freakiest octopus I have ever seen in my life.
Libs, we're not there yet. Since
they obviously have communications with humans, they could probably call out a hit on him with another human, I guess.
Call Agent 47. He'll take care of it.
Anywho, Dwibs, just commentate on the movie as we're there. Don't spoil what's gonna happen.
But this film's so forgettable. I keep mixing things up.
Heck, in that case,
Dwibs, then don't try to say something that hasn't happened yet on screen. Wait till it's happened on screen.
I am the Shark King. Hey, remember when we sunk Atlantis? Oh, that was fun.
What was the budget and how much did this film make?
I think it was direct to video.
No. Actually, Dwibs, this movie actually did get into the theaters. The other two were direct to video, but this one got into theaters.
And let me guess, no one bothered to see it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the people who did bother to see it probably burned down every theater, showcasing this travesty.
Maybe the people who went to see it were the developers because they wanted to try and not look like total shit.
It's like the whole thing with Oogie Loves and the Big Balloon Adventure. The only reason it had a higher IMDb rating is because the makers spammed the rating system.
Well, it's like how in the music industry, a large portion of music companies will buy thousands of copies of their own produced CDs just to add numbers.
Yeah.
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 Mew. Wow, putting these things in a bag is hard work. Okay, Sharky and his friends are swimming through the ocean.
Okay, Shiroi, are you ready for the film to really actually start getting crazy?
Oh no, not this creature.
Ugh.
Is that an octopus that bred with a dog?
Why just
Oh god.
Ugh.
Am I
Its
dead
face
yet?
looks very puppyish.
No, I got a theory. An octopus and a dog were in a scientific experiment.
Oh, wait, hold on,
scientists.
hold on, Glibs. Wait, this is actually important dialogue.
Actually,
Important
that's
by the
even
film
worse.
standards.
I mean, it's an octopus with. It looks like the head itself actually looks like the head of a baby, but with canine features.
It's funny you mention that because he apparently is just a kid.
So this is like
Yeah.
this is I don't know what this is.
Let's just pay attention to this bout. So yeah, iceberg throwing competition.
Wonder what could go wrong with that one.
Can't you just have a snowball fight like everyone else?
I guess it's not a big thing.
It wouldn't sink that way. So is it this kid's fault that the Titanic sinks?
Yes, watch it go.
You know, I just have one thing to say. What the heck is a New York accent doing out in the middle of the Arctic? Shouldn't it be more British?
Quick question. This octopus appears in Tentacolino, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's this octopus name.
ever-
That's this octopus's name, Tentacolino.
Oh,
Yeah.
so is he ever aware of the fact that he just murdered a bunch of people?
Oh, sure! That's going to be quite a plot point in this movie. In the last third.
Hi, doggy.
Oh, hi, doggy.
My favourite customer.
By the way, Shiroi, about the movie called Tentacolino, guess what? Tentacles is barely in that film.
Yeah.
Why they call it Tentacolino then?
The same reason that they also called it Search for the Titanic.
Because I guess Tentacolino was the most popular character in this movie.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course the evil British people have cats.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Just look at Hermione in Harry Potter.
or Blofeld.
Or Madame Guard. Well, Madame Guard
It's not
is
British.
I think. Yeah.
No, he's again as
Well,
American,
of course,
let's
Jason
go.
Hale is Canadian, considering the French surname.
what was that guy I voiced in what was that Australian guy I voiced in Ace Attorney?
Will Powers.
Will Power.
As well, Powers would
Powers.
say, Matt on Guard is a talentless hack actor.
Oh my god, you also sort of compared him to Justin Bieber. Maybe he is Canadian. Anywho. So,
Honestly, I like Matt on Guard more than Justin Bieber.
yeah,
Talk.
me too.
Who the fuck cares about
And also,
the
don't you
baby
just love how
facts?
that? Don't you just love how their mouths never moved?
Like, we're in 2015 and Japan is still hunting whales.
By the way, allow me to point out the fact that they gave the teleprompter, the guy, the telegrapher, the guy in the room to send the message before they even got the father's signature.
Don't you just love how the guy warped to the chair?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? In the Nostalgia Critic review, they give out the idea that they actually did this before sending the note out to all ships across the world. But no, in the actual film, they sent out the message
It's
before
actual
getting
bad
the
pacing,
signature.
Jova. It's bad pacing.
No. It's not bad pacing. It's literally bad placement. Seriously. They're doing this after sending the message before getting a signature. I think you would need that.
True.
Well, that's where this is going to fall through, isn't it?
Well, granted, it is pointless since the mice chewed through the wire. Just him? It feels like an unpleasant evening for me, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a very unpleasant evening for us.
I'm fine. Dibs is 2. Dibs is 2, I'm guessing.
I'm 2 what?
You know, the Joe and Shiro are talking about how this is an unpleasant evening for all of us. Me and Dibs are fine, right, Dibs?
What?
Somewhat.
I'm talking about movie-wise, not overall. No, today's been a fine day for me.
Yeah, I'm talking about movie-wise.
The evening.
Quite a good day.
Well, I'm seeing Jurassic World tomorrow, so...
Not me, I'm watching it Friday.
Hey,
Sorry,
hold on. Yeah, just really... Yeah, we weren't talking about in real life. We meant
We're just
movie-wise.
talking about this movie right now.
Oh, okay.
I was talking movie-wise, not actually IRL.
No, even movie-wise, I'm fine.
I've had a good day, IRL.
Honestly, as far as bad movies go,
Oh,
I
sure,
find
right?
this quite...
I had a productive day.
Oh, really?
I'm done. God damn it.
Well, that's because we haven't gotten to the wonderful historical moment, Pedro.
Oh, yeah, but we haven't gotten to that part
Hold
yet.
on, don't
Can you
spoil it.
tell me when you get to 5641?
Okay. Dio, you still there?
He burbed.
Ah.
Burb.
Burb.
Well, we've still got half an hour of this.
Yep.
Help me.
Dibs, I thought you said it. Oh, wait, hold on. And click. Aw, Dibs, I thought you said this wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not the worst film ever, but even still, on its own, it's still pretty painful.
Oh, and yeah, by the way, all of a sudden the sharks have fingers.
This underwater effect is actually quite jarring.
Okay.
He still hasn't thrown the iceberg yet. Apparently, they wanted to throw it to a specific location.
Shouldn't the octopus have known something was up?
Well, he's apparently a kid, so he doesn't know better.
Yeah, but children aren't this stupid.
Yeah, true. I'm pretty sure...
The media is undermining children.
Alright, alright. Again, I know this is off topic, but the reason I've been talking that much is because I was dealing with some business. I just bought myself the truck. Goody.
By the way, Paige,
why?
Because I actually want to know because I still don't know the full story of that game, and I'm actually curious about it.
That reminds me, Paige.
That, and we have to do it for our channel.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're kind of a dipshit, you know?
Yeah.
You just murdered.
Also, how come the orca has a hand? How come the orca has a hand?
Because it does.
Anywho, Pedro, quick question. Since you're sending me a PAL 2DS capture card, question. To get games in English, am I going to have to do it with the UK pricing?
Yes, you are.
Oh, great.
Hang on. Oh, the 2D...
Don't worry, Joe, but you can just go to maximuscards.com and buy UK eShop cards.
I get that. What I'm saying is, between pounds and euros would have been more conversion-friendly. The value is better.
Here's it.
Be in English.
Well, aren't you the one who's studying Spanish? Just create a Spanish eShop account.
Oh, I can speak Spanish just fine. It's Shiro and Dwibs I'm worried about.
Huh?
No, Jova, you don't get it. Even if you buy the game from Spanish eShop, the game will still have English language. I mean, for the
not all games. Oh, I mean, there are some games that have several languages outside of English.
Fine. In that case, you'll have to deal with pounds. Sorry.
So we're 1 hour into the movie, and finally the iceberg struck.
Trust me, Jova. I'm not too happy about the whole pounds thing either.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay. We'll keep them.
My God, they actually got something right. The Titanic hitting an iceberg.
I'm surprised.
Wow, that's totally a merit. I can see why this is insulting.
Oh, sure, believe it or not, we haven't gotten to the worst of it yet.
Yeah.
Pedro and Dwibs and Tio are my witnesses.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been bad. It's been historically inaccurate, to say the least.
Hang on.
Hold on, no, Dwibs, we haven't gotten to that yet. Wait for it.
No, I'm talking about historical inaccuracy, but
I know. I'm afraid that. I think the film is.
I meant in terms of like how the people started panicking here. Apparently, apparently in the in real life, when the iceberg hit, people were so fast asleep at that point, even though they hit an iceberg, until like a bit later.
Yeah.
But it's, movie dramatic effect and such.
Honestly, even the James Cameron got that right.
What, people not noticing until much later?
Yeah.
There was an entire sequence with the captain arguing with his inmates about what they could do, and because they were the first ones to know and everything. So yeah.
Okay.
I actually like that film, but I'll talk about that later. Okay, Shiroi, wait, I don't think we're there yet. Never mind. Well, actually, still, I guess, listen. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's another thing they're getting right. The captain going down with the ship.
Yeah, there's no way they'll fuck that up. And also, did you remember what the guy? Did you see what the guy said earlier? One of the lifeguard people who said, "There's room for everyone."
Yeah, that bite your ass.
Honestly, I kind of would like a side movie about this Captain Mouse, if only to move away from this travesty film. There's
a bit more of a bit more urgent situation going on,
Yeah.
Oh.
Tails not amused.
No,
I find it hard to believe.
Are you enjoying yourself? I'm talking to the mouse, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, Italy, that's kind of dark.
Could you imagine if King Graham was on this ship?
You've sunk your chances for saving Daventry. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, goody.
Dun.
Speaking of deaths, here comes another infamous scene.
Okay.
Oh no, we haven't connected all the wires. What's the possible way we can actually get it to work?
Sticky tape. Duct tape.
No.
Even worse.
Killing someone.
Let's find it.
What?
What?
Yeah, it actually does kill him.
Connect the wires to his mustache. How does that even work?
Troy, have you seen this film before? You seem to be on the ball with calling stuff.
No.
So this is what it likes. So this is what it's like.
Who directed?
Hairs are not very good at conducting electricity.
Who's the director here?
Orlando Corradi?
Actually, I wouldn't have been, considering the guy's talent for ripping off stuff, I wouldn't have been surprised if Alberto Di Mattino directed this.
Maybe Joe, but maybe it's like you with David Cage.
I mean, after all,
Exactly.
Di Mattino gave us such gems as Operation 007 and Puma Man.
So apparently she raised the ability to call what's going to happen in Italian knockouts. But yeah, that was our first on-screen death.
So apparently,
Sorry?
Did you feel emotional about that on-screen death? That was the first one.
No, I didn't.
I honestly cannot blame you.
You see the other deaths.
It turns out YouTube won't
This
allow...
was so desperate that made Pedro buying Doctoral Track.
YouTube won't allow what?
No. What I mean is, apparently Paramount, not Paramount, apparently Fox is that desperate to keep it under the rug because, yes, the YouTube content ID system will immediately detect the theatrical cut.
I told you, Pedro.
Hey, that's sexist.
So,
No, that's okay. That's
Hold on,
okay.
hold on.
All I have to. No, that's okay. They didn't even take any privileges I had anyway, so whatever.
There you go. Everyone, there's room for everyone.
Yeah, there's room for everyone. Never mind the fact that in real life, there's only like room for like half the people on the ship, and even then, they only let on women and children.
Yeah.
By the way, did anyone catch that sexist quote the mouse captain made?
What?
About women just getting in the way. So, apparently the mice are not racist, but they are very sexist.
I guess.
everyone else is just racist.
I'll probably try splitting it into 2 parts or something and then putting on a nil emotion.
Ah, yes, that's right. And meanwhile, the evil whaler is going to escape by lifeboat.
I thought we were doing audio-only movie commentaries as well, but okay.
There's some exceptions. Oh, goody!
Bye.
Hey, wait, why don't you go with him?
Because padding.
Hey, dipshit! Help!
Oh, God, here it comes.
Yeah, it is your fault, and you should feel bad.
Yep.
That's right!
You know what? I'm gonna take a short bathroom break.
Oh,
I need to go create something better than this movie. Give me a moment.
You see, Shiroi, this is the point where even somebody who found this film meh eventually said, you know what, this movie is an abomination. The octopus is putting the ship back together.
Let me guess, it doesn't work.
What do you think?
Well, yes and no.
It doesn't work, and he has to live for the rest of his days knowing that he indirectly murdered a bunch of people.
You spend the rest of your days peeling potatoes for the king of the leprechauns.
Oh, so that's why they went back. They went back for the dog and mice, I guess.
Oh.
So,
yeah, even though he caused this whole mess.
You know,
Are you going to mention that?
Dwib, Shiroi, do either of you have the copy of the history book edition that mentions animals helping people on the Titanic and a giant kraken of all things putting it together and...
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember that part.
You know, it's funny that this movie earlier said that smoking should be forbidden, because I'm pretty sure somebody must have smoked something while making this.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, after watching this film, I'm all full body.
Oh, wait, listen to this. Did you hear that? She just said this all happened because of an evil, greedy human being.
Fuck
you. Know, it didn't have anything to do with hubris or the unsinkable Titanic or, you know, mass egotism or, you know, just the fact that it was a force of nature. No, it was because of an evil human being. By the way, they're the only... Oh, yeah! You remember how the band survived in a lifeboat of their own, right?
Why are they playing instruments at a time like this?
Because it's for the ship.
Well, at least the captain,
Yeah.
Although it actually kind of reminds me of the time where, see, at some points...
Oh, God. Listen to this.
Oh.
No one's going to die.
Yeah, give it right. Like a minute.
And even the captain survives.
No.
This is so wrong.
The captain did not survive. He went down with the ship.
And yeah,
as all captains do or did back then. I'm not.
And another ripoff of a James Cameron's with the scene where they were going down on the ship while hanging back.
Oh yeah, quick question. You know the whole captain going down...
Hold on. Before we do that, in the James Cameron version, they actually rowed the ship down, which made sense. But here, they just jump off.
Spider-Man.
Whee!
Oh, so it's
charming music, by the way.
You know, in real life, Do the and they should be dead because they hit the water that hard. But anyway,
and also because of hypothermia.
But I was just gonna say, nowadays, do they still do the whole captain goes down with the ship thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait. Oh, wait. Are you talking about in real life?
In real life, yeah.
Not really, from what I've heard. I mean, heck, by the time that the Britannia was made, the Britannica.
The Britannic.
Yeah. By the time the Britannic was on, the captain survived for that one. For those who don't know, the Britannic is Titanic's little bigger sister. And yes, she sunk too. The Olympicos really had bad luck.
Yeah, Red Star Line, kind of. Yeah.
White Star Line.
Oh yeah, White Star Line. Sorry.
Yes.
Your question just reminded me of an awesome one of my favorite episodes of I Am Weasel Webs, where they're actually parroting that whole Captain goes on the ship thing, where they go, but Baboon is trying to escape. Even though he's the captain, he's the first one to jump on the lifeboat and shit.
Titanic. I'm pretty sure it was called RMS Titanic.
Even though Baboon is the captain in that cartoon, he's the first one to jump on the lifeboat, and then Weasel's like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't the captain supposed to go down with the ship? No. That's just old wives' tale. Looky here, Rule 11. And then it shows him a rule book, and in the rule where it says, the captain, and in the rule where it says, the captain...
It's sad.
Jova, just let me finish this. When the line says the rule, the captain always goes down with the ship, he scribbled that off with the pen and wrote in "stupid weasel."
We've had 2 on-screen deaths, one by a mouse and one by this godforsaken octopus.
Oh well.
I guess we're supposed to be sad.
Wait, it's twitching. Oh.
By the way, somehow he drowned, even though I'm pretty sure an octopus can breathe underwater. But hey, the movie is almost
It's
over.
not possible for an octopus to drown. That makes no sense.
Actually, I thought
Also, the Golden Gate Bridge is not destroyed.
Okay, to be
One second, what did I miss?
hang on. To be fair, I thought the octopus got crushed by the ship.
No, he drowned. He had to hold his breath and everything.
What?
That's how he died. Well, that plus the weight of the ship, but yeah. Oh yeah, by the way...
Whoa, stop. How is he in the next film then?
Hold on, just wait. 2 words for it, sure.
Matt, what is it? Crying?
The movie is not over yet,
child
sadly.
The evil whaler, guys, apparently, So yeah, his plan is foiled, and yeah. Somehow he's expecting to make it back to land. Spoilers, the stepmother dies.
Oh, goody.
I'm actually surprised Doug hasn't gotten around to doing Tentacolino yet.
I think he said he won't.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to review it.
And
I honestly cannot blame him.
And that's saying something. He's reviewed Jupiter Ascending this week.
Oh, wait, he is?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Oh, awesome. I have to check that out then. I have to check that out.
So yeah, CGI Cathedral. Yes, you're right. Ready for the film to somehow manage to be even more historically despicable?
Okay.
Alright, I took myself
And they got married.
I took a cue from Dwebs and got myself a chocolate bar.
Well, I have a yogurt with chocolate biscuits in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ronnie apparently. Wait, not Ronnie. But
that's right. Apparently, this guy wants to marry some other rat. Who gives a shit?
It's Ronnie's sister.
You can say who gives a rat's ass.
Wait. Santa Pope? Santa Pope?
Ho ho ho! I pronounce you man and wife. Ho ho ho!
Look, the captain's even alive to celebrate a wedding. Wait, what? The captain is there.
I'm actually more. Okay. I want a movie. I want a spin-off movie about the Santa Pope. I don't care who does it. That guy looks. The very concept of a Santa Pope is interesting to me. I want a Santa Pope movie.
That would actually be awesome.
You know what? Yeah, I'd like that actually.
Okay, here it comes. The final big...
That is the name of this commentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa Pope.
Yeah, believe it or not, Troy, the film found a way to get even worse.
Someone give me Santa Pope. I don't care about this. Just give me Santa Pope. I don't care about Tentacolino being dead.
I want to hear this.
Now, you know how there's been a lot of historical dependencies on, the whole Titanic being out in the water. So people figure, maybe that's up to debate, even though that's a stretch for this film. But I want you to pay attention to what happens in the middle of New York City.
Is this New York they're in now?
Yes, they're in New York. Even though it looks like Britain in some scenes, France in other scenes, and then more like Detroit in some.
Well, Jova, I don't see anyone with a gun, so it's not Detroit.
Oh, now this actually sort of looks like New York in an unfitting time period. What the heck? But that's not it yet. By the way, apparently everyone in New York has come out to celebrate their wedding for some reason.
Well, the Titanic was a big thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Birds,
I get about the Titanic, but the wedding? I guess it's because they're a couple from the Titanic.
If they're in
CGI Golden Gate Bridge.
Wedding and tuxedos. Why aren't they throwing an American football? Oh, actually, speaking of that, you know what I saw?
Hold on, Dwibs. We're about to come to it.
You know what I saw earlier today at university?
Hold on, Dwibs. We're about to get to the big scene.
But I want to tell it before I forget.
Okay, go ahead. Quick. Okay,
I actually saw this in university. I saw people throwing an American football around, and I thought to myself, they're reenacting The Room.
Okay, good. Now, here it comes. Bunch of whales.
What, Wales the country, or Wales the...
Damn Welsh people.
Yeah, the Welsh did it. It was their fault.
And it though. So yeah, technically he was alive because...
Octopus, run!
Does he want to destroy the Golden Gate Bridge?
Kill it with hellfire.
Hey, guys, did you hear that? They said that all the others are alive too, even though we saw no one else in that scene.
So yeah, everybody's alive! Yay!
Oh, wait!
Gross.
Oh, and now the captain can talk to animals.
So what? Just because the
Yes, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Apparently everyone who couldn't find space in the lifeboats were saved by him and the whales.
How?
So now that the octopus saved everyone, is that how everyone can talk to them? Like, I don't know.
Could you imagine the kids who were young enough
to watch else is alive? The mouse who sacrificed himself.
Can you imagine the kids that were young enough to
I suppose Bambi's mom didn't die either.
So yeah, the moral of the story is whales are Jesus.
So yeah, there you go. Nobody died on the Titanic. They just went missing and apparently were brought back. And yet somehow, no one in New York City reported a giant talking octopus and whales bringing them back.
And doing the conga.
This is such a big insult to humanity.
This is why I didn't... Wow, this is probably why I didn't do so well on my history exam at school. I didn't get any of this right at all.
Oh.
What a funny story, Grandpa.
No, but did you see, Shira, according to this mouse right now, there is a conspiracy to keep this hidden.
Hold on, there's a fitting line about to come up soon. But yeah, apparently he talks about how he married Ronnie's sister. We're about to see soon. What about the whales?
Who the fuck cares about the whales?
Really, why do you not...
in the context of this movie?
Oh wait, listen to this line. No! I think I should take it
shit, lady.
Granted! So, yeah. Glivs, stuff for your history test.
If this is how I answered the questions, I probably would have not only failed but got kicked out of my school.
Yeah, probably even arrested.
I think they'd have you committed as well.
You would be condemned for life, Dwibs.
Okay, can I give my final thoughts first when the credits come up?
No, wait, hold on. We have still yet to get to the credits.
And that's what I said when we get to the credits.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Directed by Kim J.O.K.
No, it's not okay.
Wait. Okay, actually no. I think I've already overdone
So
with
that
that.
was
Yes.
Legend of the Titanic. My thoughts. Has there been a film more insulting to people's intelligence, history, and just about anything than this?
Revenge of the Fallen.
Revenge of the Fallen didn't have history.
That's also animated.
Revenge of the Fallen.
No, I meant completely animated, not just.
Alright. Well, Avatar, I found Avatar to be pretty insulting, honestly, but
I meant
that's...
entirely.
Why, seriously?
No, Pedro.
Okay, fine. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
So yeah, as for people saying this, this film is definitely one of the worst 2D animated films.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the fact that it's a film based. Oh, Peter Parker! Peter Parker, what are you doing involved in this?
I guess he wanted to make an article to draw away the attention from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, considering how this takes place in New York, I'm pretty sure this would have taken some attention away from Spider-Man.
But,
What about Foot Fight?
no, I said worst 2D animated film.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is the worst 2D animated film. Not animated film overall. That honor does go to Food Fight, but yeah, this film is still pretty shit.
Is that it?
Honestly, the sad thing is that I like some things about this movie. I mean, and when I say that, I mean I like the music, I like most of the animation, but honestly, well, like Pedro says, those are all overtaken by the obvious elephant in the room that is the story and writing. I actually kind of like this song.
It's kind of
It's not bad. It's just generic.
it's kind of hard to appreciate the little pretty mouse when there's a huge ugly elephant right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so that was. Have you given your final thoughts, Jova?
No, I haven't yet. Might as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Italy. Just thank you. Thank you for giving us this
gem.
Yes, this gem to give us something to focus all hatred on, and then thank you for giving us a sequel to it that somehow manages to stoop even lower than this wonderful gem. I mean, do I even need to say what's wrong? Okay, misplaced accents, complete destruction of history, talking animals, gangster sharks, an iceberg that was not really an iceberg, it was just a chunk of ice that was thrown up by an octopus, the Kraken saving everyone, nobody dying, there being room for everyone, even if you have testicles, and, rip off of the James Cameron film,
Rip off Disney animated movies.
I'm trying to think of a way of how I can condense all the other problems, but honestly, if I list all the problems, I think we'll be here all night. Whoa, this movie is despicable. I mean, just every time you think it can't get any worse, pop around the corners, something more insane just comes to pummel you in the face with how terrible it is. I'll just say this for you guys. Consider this a preparation for the sequel.
Joy.
Goody. Right, who's next?
Pedro.
Sure,
Oh,
sure,
okay,
you go
me-
next.
Sure.
Oh, are you sure?
Ladies first.
Yeah.
Okay, that was probably the most insulting fictional thing I've ever seen.
Fictional? Oh, but sure, it was supposed to be non-fictional.
So you think this movie is worse than No Country for Old Men?
That was already bad to begin with, though. This is its own original piece of crap.
Actually, No Country for Old Men is based on a book.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying it was already bad to begin with.
Oh, yeah,
according to
okay.
fans of the book. But no, like this is an original piece of shit. The animation was terrible. I don't remember any single musical piece at all. I wasn't that keen on the singing either.
Oh, you think the singing's bad here?
The story, I can't believe I called something so out there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sure. You were on the ball with calling all the the insane plot twists.
I don't want to have this power, Jova. Just take it back.
Well, hey, I can't control how it flows, but maybe you do have it for the Italian films. Use it wisely, though.
And
Do
I
not
pretty
let
much
it
agree
turn
with
into the-
everything you said, Jova. So,
Yep.
Pedro, do you want to go ahead?
Whatever you do, Shiroi, don't let the power turn you to the dark side.
Let the hatred
Unlimited
flow.
power.
Yeah. No, you're doing it wrong. Unlimited power!
Jesus.
Okay, Pedro, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much it's terrible, but I don't know. I kind of get a sick enjoyment out of it. I don't know. Aside from the ending, of course. The ending is no, fuck you. But everything else, it's a terrible film. But it's like maybe just because I've seen plenty of shit movies in my day. But this one is just it's harmless.
That's okay, Pedro. That's what Tentacalito is made for. It's made for resilient people like you.
Portuguese.
Well, resilient people in general who are resilient to.
Actually, actually, Jova, there is a stereotype where Portuguese are incredibly resilient. You know, we're known for being workaholics. Like South Park did a joke like that once. Family Guy also did once. Like it's a typical Portuguese stereotype that we're resilient, we're workaholic, we don't quit. Like we keep going and going and going and going.
Hey, you get a good stereotype. The stereotype we get is that we drink tea a lot and have bad teeth.
At least we Americans constantly get.
I think Family Guy got their stereotype from the Jeremy cast.
No. The only problem I have
with the only program getting inspiration from another shitty program.
The problem
about the teeth.
the only problem I have with the way Americans portray Portuguese in their comedies is that they always get Brazilians to do the voices. Like, okay, you want okay, they're don't worry, they're Portuguese. Work is their cocaine. No, okay, fine. Yes, true, but those guys have a Brazilian accent, not a Portugal accent. Get your Portuguese straight.
Family Guy has done one Welsh joke in its entirety.
How was it?
It was just a joke about the way Peter runs, and that was about it. So it was probably the least insulting international joke that has ever been made on that show.
Proper massive audience we have here. Enito, Shiroi.
Okay, and now for the final thoughts. Let's have our Italian give his thoughts on this wonderful Italian movie.
I honestly don't know what to say. I mean, it's something beyond of my control, and the less I care, the better it is, I suppose. But I still feel ashamed for this garbage leaving our countries instead of more worthy stuff. Pretty much. The rest has been pretty much said. The animation is semi-decent, still better than the other animated Titanic movie, but the rest pretty much sucks.
Well, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, tune in for when we will soon enough commentate on the sequel to this movie. Sequel that was made.
I'm sure there's plenty of good things from Italy that, you know.
Yeah, like OK Connor. No.
Puma Man.
Puma Man. No.
I meant good things to take away from all the shitty movies.
Pizza.
That's racist.
Don't worry, Theo. I promise I won't put any Hawaiian pineapples. I don't like that stuff.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
So yeah, folks, tune in for when we finally commentate on Tentacalito.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.